Hello, and welcome back to the Kerbal Space Program. My name is WWEdeadman, but you already know that. Let's land our little space porcupine. So we are currently going away from the planet. I think we could just, wait, which direction is Eve spinning anyway? Let's see. Yeah, I think we're just gonna go through the atmosphere a second time. Because we are kinda in a very, very high orbit. Oh, holy crap. This is taking longer than I expected. Around the apoapsis. God damn it. Did I really capture in such a fucking high orbit? I guess I looked at it that way and didn't look that high. Okay. Getting nearer, closer, however. And stop time accelerating for a while here. Closer. I guess I shouldn't try to land there, because that's water, or whatever the liquid on Eve is. Let's just see where we go through. I'm just gonna do this. And then I'll have a look. Actually, I think we can land on this pass if we are careful. Let's just try something. F5 here for a second. How much would that cost me? Not much. Then how about this? Okay, that cost me way more, but I think we can land here. So RCS on. I just need to find the correct spot. There we are. Stay exactly here. And we should come down somewhere around here. And have no problem landing this thing. I don't want to go in too steep though. Just cause. Good, that should be enough. Going to not save here because the other direction was a little bit better. Yeah, I'm just gonna fast forward and then let's see where we come down. Perfect. We hit land, that's all I want to do, really. So we're gonna do this. RCSH. Oh, that doesn't have any RCS. Good, then switch over N. RCS. Just so you fly away from me and not into me. Then we got to... I could have waited with the gear, really. Looks good. Shouldn't be a problem to get to here from there. Also, we... Ooh. And we're going to hit the atmosphere in a second. Just try to kinda align yourself here with where you're going. Yeah, that should be good. Doesn't that look cool? If I remember right, 7 was the shoots. Of course, not gonna open them at that height. It would be ridiculous. The deceleration is a little bit high. 15G. Look at that. Look at those G-forces. I am afraid a Kerbal, if one would be on that ship, would be dead by now. If this game was realistic, of course. Also, this thing would totally overheat if this game was realistic. But we're not going for that much realism here. "29 kilometers above ground," or above, well, not really above ground. We don't know how far above ground we really are. Okay, we stopped that, so we can now... Oh, look at the mark effects. Great. Get the gear out. And then we will also extend our parachutes at 20 kilometers to slow us down even more. 22, 21, and 20 exactly here. Have a little bit of drag from these chutes. Also, I still didn't have that chute on an action group. Good. Well, I realized it, so that's not a problem. Also, do the rest of the science. Temperatures can while flying at Eve. That is very nice. Keep that. Atmosphere analysis. Keep that. Pressure scan while flying at Eve. Keep that. And once we get to our Kerbals... By the way, our nuclear engine is going down into the ground there. Once we get to our Kerbals, we're gonna man our laboratory, and then we're gonna refine all of these, all of this data, and yeah. After refining that, we get to send it home. Then of course we're gonna go and take more stuff from the ground and more stuff from the oceans of Eve. And I think I'm actually going to get to do this all in this one episode. Anyway, this falling is a little bit slow, so I'll see you on the ground. That was the engine. And now come on the ground without breaking anything. Yeah, so that was what happened up till then. Then I realized that I've landed pretty much very, very far away from our base. Well, I didn't mind, so I just tried driving there. Bad thing is, this thing cannot drive any faster than 24 meters per second on the surface of Eve without breaking a tire. Yeah, so this would have taken a long, long time. As you see, this is 10 times time acceleration. I actually wanted to just drive there, no matter what. The bad thing is, yeah, I didn't really have the patience to do that. You know, as you see, the yeah, that's another point of the journey where the sun is already coming up. I was already not that far away, but anyway, I didn't want to spend hours and hours on something that I don't really want to do, and that's aimlessly drive around on Eve. Because, you know, you see that the thing can do this. The rover can go that far. And we don't really have a problem with that. But in the end, I thought, hey, I'll do something that is probably a little bit controversial, but and you can hate me for that if you want, but I decided that I was going to cheat. Because in this case, I'm not really making anything easier for me or making things possible that weren't really possible if I would not have cheated. And essentially, I cheated to get the target closer to us, because we know we can drive there. It's not like thing is dependent on any kind of fuel. It's totally autonomous. Autonomous. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah, anyway, I just didn't feel like driving around for days. So I ended up doing something that you're gonna see once this part is over. I just wanted, yeah, that's something that I tried doing. Turning off gravity and stuff. On this one, it didn't really work that good. And then I just thought, hell, why not take our power core and do it from there? So yeah, I took the power core and yeah, if you look at that, I just took the thing and pretty much made it fly over by turning off gravity. Yeah, here, you see? That's when the debug menu of Kerbal Space Program comes in really handy. I ended up also destroying our base in the progress, as you'll see in a second. There. Not that that thing was anything more than debris anyway. Also, it disappeared from my radar after that. That is kind of not really consistent there, because I don't know. It's just something that I wouldn't see. Originally, I just wanted to use the infinite fuel cheat and drive there with this thing, but turns out this thing can't go really that much faster. So I ended up getting out, turning off gravity, and repacking the chutes and everything, so that I could... Oh yeah, I had a little bit of a problem there getting this up under no gravity or under gravity, so yeah. Yeah, so I ended up flying around, getting the fuel, the chutes repacked. No, this is of course only possible if you turn off the gravity. On Eve, you cannot fly with your jetpack usually. As you just saw, I turned back on. That, yeah. Stuff happens, you know. Anyway. Yeah, so I picked up my Kerbal and then ended up flying over in that direction with my RCS and my engines. This looks really not realistic. It totally isn't, because of course, on Eve, that is not a possibility. And as I said, you can hate me for doing that, but I just didn't want to drive that far. I could have done it, but it just wouldn't have been fun, and you wouldn't have wanted to see an even longer episode of me talking post over some random stuff like that. I mean, I wouldn't cheat to make something possible that wasn't possible before. So I wouldn't cheat to make the rover go there if it was dependent on a fuel that would have run out by then, or if the rover just wasn't able to go there because it wasn't able to go up a certain hill or something. But that's not the case. You saw that it moved perfectly fine for several kilometers on the surface of Eve. And you're gonna see me drive to this thing like 50 more kilometers. So yeah, in the end, I think it was a good idea to do this, because otherwise I would have been completely frustrated after 3 days of trying to get there, probably, because as much as I'm concerned, I think it would have taken me a long time to get there. Yeah, and there we see, yeah, also the flipping out of control is a little bit nice. Yeah. I ended up having to open the parachutes all separately because I didn't have an action group for those on this thing, obviously. That's why you use parachutes on an action group, because they can get fucked up, especially if you repack. Anyway, so I ended up landing this thing, and then I switched back over to my Rover and ended up going over there. As you see, this thing works perfectly fine even on steep hills. Even though I do end up going too fast sometimes and having to reload because one of the tires breaks. I mean, it's not like I can't go over there without breaking a tire. It's just that those things happen at random sometimes. Also, as soon as the Kerbals are there, it won't matter if the tire breaks, because then I can just have a Kerbal repair it. Because they all have spare tires in their pockets, as we know. Multiple ones at that. You can keep repairing that until the whole thing collapses. Yeah, so in the end I ended up driving a significantly less amount of kilometers there. Yeah. So in the next episode, of course, we will then start collecting the science, or refine the science that we already have, and then we will go get more science. We're gonna use all the science experiments on the ground ones and refine that and send it home. And also we're gonna go find a body of water, or whatever the oceans of Eve are made of, and get some samples there and get the science there. Although that's gonna be a long trip to the next lake, I guess, but anyway. Also, after that, I'm going to try to research some stuff, and if we have the right equipment, then I'm going to try to get the Eve escape vehicle, so to say. I mean, we have to get the 3 Kerbals that are stuck there right now back to space, and from there we need to get them back to Kerbin. The hard part of that is, of course, only the part where we have to get them back to space. So I'm thinking about either using a very, very light plane with a very, very light building kind of thing, and use that to get up there, or at least yeah, usually I'll take the air spikes for that, because those are the most efficient engines for that. But we're gonna see about that in the next episode. There is our base, or what should be our base. It's only the radio tower, of course. But I'll see you in the next episode. Till then, like and favorite if you enjoyed, subscribe for more, and until next time, I'm WWEdeadman. Bye!